public intoxication and other kind of bad behavior, primarily in the downtown White Center area, which reflects negatively on the community as a whole, makes it seem less safe than it really is. How would each of you, as a county councilman, try to address those problems?
We had some good discussion on this issue, and it seems to me that it's not simply just putting more sheriff's deputies out there, but we need to look at how we respond to these types of complaints and what our process is in place. It sounds to me we have some very active citizens in this community that really care and have tried to form groups that go out and patrol the streets, but yet that they're not getting the response they need because of the policies that are in place. So as a council member, I'd certainly look at the ways that we can train the county departments that are responsible to respond in a way that's more responsive to the needs here in the community. Also, as a regulator over the last 15 years, managing regulatory licensing, nearly 6 or 7 years ago, I was responsible for moving the regulatory program away from my department into another department in Department of Development and Environmental Services. That's a perfect example. The problems that you face in one of the local businesses here has secondary detrimental activities that impact the community. And what I've learned is that essentially I identified the needs to be proactive at the time so that there was an enforcement arm in place to deal with that issue. Had it been dealt with 7, 8 years ago, it wouldn't be affecting the community today. It's a perfect example of how King County allows situations to grow so they get so bad that they force our communities to get involved and spend precious resources and time to combat and correct the problem after the fact. Like the South Park Bridge, they waited till it closed and many regional partners came together, and I'm so pleased and happy to know that they're going to be rebuilding the bridge. But politicians came to put their picture, their face in the picture, to get credit for rebuilding a bridge that never should have closed prematurely. They should have been building that bridge along the whole time 10 years ago. So perfect example. So as a councilor, I'd be proactive in dealing with the problems. Thank you.
There are a number of ways we can approach it. One is to make sure that the sheriff's office is well staffed, so that they have a storefront and they have people out on the beat. The storefront is not only open and staffed, but they have deputies walking the sidewalks, knowing the community and being seen and being engaged. Code enforcement is also an important part of it. That if there's intoxication issues, there are other issues in what's going on in local businesses, then complaints from the neighborhood, calls to the sheriff's department have to be responded to immediately, and the county staff has to be able to enforce existing code and not be bogged down with either overworked staff or poor response times. So we need to make sure that we're responding in those ways as well.